Hi, I'm JMO from Xcase in the UK. Today I'm going to revisit a 4U chassis of ours. It's called the RM420 and it's a 20 bay hot swap 4U chassis. Now we've had this on sale realistically for about 2.5–3 years now, and each time we get a new production in we make a few changes, and so I think it's best just to do a new video and just go over any changes. So each time we've improved the quality of the actual caddies themselves. They're now a lot more solid and they click in a lot nicer than they used to. So we've got 20 of these, all included of course. On the front of the chassis we've got a on-off, reset, power light, HD light, 2 LAN lights and a warning light, and also 2 USB. That noise that just stopped was our horrible big heater at the back, which doesn't do a thing because I'm still freezing. Okay, so internally, I can't remember if the last video mentioned this or it had them, but we've now got 2 plates for 2.5-inch drives or SSD drives. You basically just unscrew here and here, and then you screw in from the bottom the SSD or 2.5-inch drive. And as before, the space for a slimline CD-ROM. The fan wall we've changed. We've got better fans on it. They are slightly noisy, but we do need the airflow to come through here to take the heat from the back planes. If you've got 20 hot hard drives, you do need to expel some heat. The fans themselves are now quick release. There's just a little lever here. Push that down and they just come out very easily. Now, one of the big differences is the back planes and how they're fitted. As before, you've got 2 Molexes per back plane to drive 4 drives. You don't actually need to use both Molexes. One does actually power 4 drives. The second one is more just a redundant. So if your power supply hasn't got enough Molex connectors, don't worry, you can still just use 1 per back plane. And each back plane has got a mini SAS connection. Each of these connections controls 4 drives. Now, a lot of people are scared about mini SAS, so I'll try and sort that out while I'm here. Very easy, basically. A lot of the latest RAID cards have a mini SAS connection. So what you get yourself a cable called an 8087 cable, and this end goes into the back plane, and the other end, which is exactly the same, goes into your controller. And each of these cables controls 4 drives. Now that's fine if you're going into RAID card, but if you're going into, or a modern RAID card, if you're going into an old RAID card which has just got SATA ports or directly to your motherboard, then you need one of these. It's called a breakout cable, but a reversed breakout cable. They're on our website under the RAID card section, and basically you have an 8087 cable one end, and then that breaks out into 4 SATA ports. The important thing here is there is just a standard breakout cable, but that won't work going from the back plane to your motherboard. It's got to be the reverse breakout cable. Also, back to the fan wall. Some people want to put 120mm fans in to reduce the noise. Not sure I 100% recommend it, because I believe you do need the airflow. But there we have it. We do now a bracket for 3 120mm fans. We don't include the fans, so then you can go and shop and buy yourself some decent low noise fans with some airflow that are going to push out some airflow. And you just basically remove this one and plonk that one in. We don't charge for it. If you want one, if you just put it on the comments box on the website, send me a 120mm fan wall. Right, at the rear we've got 2 80mm fans that are included, and the case will take a standard ATX power supply, or in the box of bits there's brackets to fit a redundant 3U Zippy RG3 power supply, or a mini redundant power supply. As before, there's plenty of room for all motherboard types, included extended 12x13, and masses of room for long cards. So, oh, and it's still, as before, 600mm deep. Sorry, apologies, it's 650mm deep. Well, I'll check on that and I'll put a note on the video. So there we have it. A few changes, still a very well priced chassis. $299 plus VAT. That includes the rail kit. We'd like to do a bit better on the price, but the pound versus the dollar is pretty terrible at the moment. If it improves, then we will reduce the price, but at the moment, December 2010, that's the best we can do. So there you have it, the X-Case RM420. Oh, a lot of people ask me about the Norco case. Is it the Norco case? Is it the same as the Norco case? Norco isn't actually the maker of the chassis. They just happen to buy it from the same factory as we do, and they